So how can we think clearly? Okay, the first step is to understand the mind's favorite games and tricks. This week, I'll be talking about the confirmation bias. The confirmation bias is a cognitive bias that occurs when we unconsciously search and favor information that confirms a pre-existing belief or hypothesis. This bias is best explained through some examples. Imagine that you've been saving up money for the past couple months now, and you can finally purchase your dream car. You drive out of the dealership stoked. To your dismay, when you drive home, you see the same model car every few minutes. Strange, you think to yourself, before continuing on with your day. You wake up the next morning, get in the car, and start driving to work. Then you see the car several times. What the fuck is going on? Is everyone copying me? You say to yourself. Look, this is classic confirmation bias at work. It would be ridiculous to assume that sales of that particular model car skyrocketed as soon as you left that dealership. A more logical explanation is that you began to look for evidence to confirm your already held viewpoint. Upon noticing other models of the car, your brain at a subconscious level began to hyper-focus on each case. Before you had the car, this wasn't an issue. Your investment wasn't as high and things seemed normal. As soon as you bought the car, your ego became invested and emotions became acquainted with you. This catalyzed the confirmation bias clusterfuck. Let's talk about confirmation bias and stereotyping. We have all heard of the stereotypes. You hear them all the time. Every Asian kid is good at math. Every black guy can play ball. White people can't dance. You might be looking at this list and agreeing and nodding. Yeah, I see you nodding. Don't be racist, I see you nodding. Although in some cases these can be true, we often believe in these because of the confirmation bias. When we keep hearing jokes about the Asian whiz kid, we can't help but to think back to our high school days and recall every Asian kid that was a genius in math. Yet, we disregard all the ones that weren't. When you think about black guys in basketball, you remember that one time that Tyrone dunked on your ass. But you remember all the times that white guys dunked on you, that Mexicans dunked on you, Puerto Ricans dunked on you, Asians dunked on you. You forget that everybody and their mamas dunked on you because you were really shit at basketball. How about when you think about white guys not being able to dance? You completely neglect the memories of okay, that one might be true. Anyway, let's carry on. How about election time? Have you ever noticed that people tend to hold very strong, polarized opinions in regards to who they are voting for? Once someone has made their mind up, good luck trying to convince them otherwise, son. You would have better luck trying to get a vegan to eat at a steakhouse. The confirmation bias will be at play, and they will hyper-analyze every fault of the opposing candidate while ignoring the faults of the one they're voting for. Take, for example, the 2016 US presidential election. Many Hillary supporters were totally against Trump. They could not bear witness to a man who grabbed pussies, concealed tax documents, and who received a stone cold stunner at WWE's WrestleMania become president. Many of Trump's supporters were totally and utterly against Hillary. The prospect of email scandals and the White Water scandals, amongst others, could not be forgiven. Now, where else do we see such polarized viewpoints? I think the granddaddy of all confirmation biases has to do with religion, of course. Have you ever seen an atheist debate a Christian, or a Muslim debate a Christian, or a Jew debate a Muslim, or anyone who holds a particular belief debate someone else who holds another belief? It's hilarious. Shit is hilarious. No one ever goes into a debate with an open mind. No one ever goes into a debate expecting to be persuaded. The longer we hold on to our beliefs, the harder it becomes for us to let go of them. Things get especially crazy when our egos become identified with the belief. The ego will defend that belief to the bitter end. So what can we do about this? Okay, look, being cognizant of the fact that your brain is subject to these elementary errors is literally half the battle. Next time you notice yourself holding a strong opinion about a particular subject that other people might not agree on, before cutting them off and calling them stupid, try entertain the idea that perhaps your brain has been tricking you. I know, right? It's crazy that you might be wrong. Insane. Try to look at the situation objectively, as if you were an outside observer, as if you were a third member in the situation. Ask yourself the following questions. Do I have some vested interest in this matter that might be clouding my judgment? Are my conclusions reasonable? Is there any evidence that I'm unaware of? Is there evidence that I might be consciously or unconsciously omitting? Upon answering these questions truthfully, of course, you'll gain a better perspective on any situation under the analysis. You'll know indeed for sure if you are being influenced by the confirmation bias, and you'll be one step closer to thinking clearly. So, this is the end of the video. You must have really liked it if you got this far. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, am I right? Okay. If you liked it, please click subscribe and hit the post notifications, because YouTube is doing this weird thing right now where if you subscribe, it doesn't even show you my videos. Very strange stuff. But yeah, click those post notifications. We're all good. Till next time.